Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Crypto Nepal. My name is Hemant Kurung and in this channel we talk about cryptocurrencies and all the information that is revolving around it. So if that's what you're looking for, then you have come to the right place. In today's video, I'm going to tell you the main reason why I got into cryptocurrencies. By the end of this video, you will also be able to understand how the technology actually works. Also, it will help build your confidence that you need before you start investing in any of the cryptocurrencies. So without any further delay, let's get started. So when I first heard about cryptocurrencies, and believe me when I say this guys, I thought it was a scam as well, like a lot of people did, and sadly like a lot of people who still does. But when I started to go deeper into this crypto world, I discovered this amazing technology that's hidden underneath and powering and supporting this ever-growing cryptocurrency market. And yes, my friend, the technology is blockchain. What is blockchain? By definition, blockchain, which is also known as distributed ledger technology, is an immutable record of transaction which is secured through encryption. I know it's a little bit technical, but let me simplify it a little bit for you guys. So it's basically a method of maintaining data without the help of any third parties. A data which is incredibly difficult to manipulate since there are like thousands and thousands of people keeping an eye on the records. And most importantly, it eliminates the problem of centralization. So these are the basic fundamentals of blockchain. So you must be wondering, why is it called blockchain? So let me explain to you why it's called blockchain. So block basically contains three elements. One element contains is the data of the transaction. So whatever information is generated from the transaction, it is stored into a block. Now the block, it also has two more elements. So the first one is a hash function. So hash function is basically a fixed output, unique output that is generated by the block as per the input. So whatever input is there, they will create a fixed and a unique output for that specific data. And if you change even a single word or a single number in this data, the output will change. Transaction invalid, yeah. And the third element is the hash of the previous block, and this creates a chain, yeah, with each output depends upon the hash of the previous output, hence the name blockchain. The first block of a blockchain network is called a Genesis block, yeah. Still with me guys? It is basically how it works. So in order for any technology to be considered as blockchain technology or a network to be considered as blockchain, there has to be three parameters. Number one is transparency. Since all the transactions are broadcasted to all the users, it makes it incredibly difficult for anyone to manipulate with the data. And since it's transparent, all the data are available to all the users in the network, so that it can be easily audited. Which brings me to the next parameter of blockchain, it's immutability. Once the data is cryptographically secured, time-stamped, and the data is stored inside the block and it's validated, it cannot be tampered again. It cannot be changed, no one can change that. So that's one of the basic parameters of blockchain. But the third and the most important aspect of blockchain technology is decentralization. So this basically eliminates the censorship problem, encourages people to work together in order to maintain the network by dividing works between each other. It also reduces the risk of system failure and hacks, since there is no single point of failure. So let's discuss the elements of blockchain. So there are basically four elements of blockchain. So the first element is peer-to-peer network. So peer-to-peer network is basically a network of computers which are also known as nodes, which can be used by anyone where they can interact with each other without the need of any third party or knowing that no one is watching over them. The second part is cryptography. Since it's an open source protocol where everyone can participate, it also means that bad actors can also participate. It is important to secure your transaction or your information. Also, it is important to know that the information you are getting, it's totally legit and it's not manipulated. And this is achieved through cryptography. Still with me? That's good. So the next one is consensus algorithm. So basically it's a process where everyone agrees on a specified rule in order to process a transaction. There will be a simplified rule which has to be achieved in order for a transaction to be processed successfully. So right now there are a lot of different types of consensus algorithm, like proof of work, proof of stake, proof of authority, proof of importance, and so on and so on. But right now, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they use proof of work. But right now, Ethereum is moving into proof of stake, since it's going to be more sustainable for the future. Fourth and the last element of blockchain is reward and punishment. So it's basically derived from game theory, which means if someone tries to cheat or provide false information or provide false transaction, they will be penalized by the network. And if someone does their job honestly, then they are rewarded by the network. Like in terms of Bitcoin network, they get rewarded with Bitcoin, and so on and so on. In people's best interest to be honest, you know, if they cheat, they lose. If they do the right thing, they're gonna earn. So it's easier that way. Which brings me to the real life applications of blockchain. Since this channel is dedicated mostly towards Nepalese viewers, I've compiled this real life blockchain application according to our Nepal situation. So the first real life application I want to talk about is remittance industry. So since there are like millions of people living away from Nepal and working there, so they basically send a lot of like billions of dollars of money back home every year. And our current remittance services are first fraudulent, expensive, slow, they are not trustworthy as well. So blockchain kind of eliminates all those problems, kind of provide that independence, you know, the financial freedom that they always needed, you know. And the second one is land registry. So there have been numerous cases of land fraud back home, guys. The record of those deeds are kept in a piece of papers, and the records mostly controlled by the third party, and there are like so many manipulations going on and fraudulent activities. So blockchain kind of helps solve this issue by creating immutable record which cannot be changed by anyone, you know. Once it's inside the blockchain, even the government cannot change it. It's still until and unless all the transactions processes are valid, it's gonna be still there. So number 3 point is voting. So as you have already known, the voting system in our country is first of all very dangerous right now for so many people, as the person has to physically go there, be present to vote, you know. And most distressingly, they are manipulated and miscounted and all. So there are so many human errors as well. Blockchain will eliminate all these errors by providing legitimacy and transparency to everyone, and you know, show all the each and every vote that's been made. And because of the blockchain's ability, you will know that the identity of the person is trustworthy. And another aspect is tax. So since we all know we pay a lot of tax money, and there's a question like where this tax money is going. So imagine if we put all those tax money, we started paying taxes in cryptos, and it's there in the tax system, it's in the blockchain system, then even government cannot change it. All the records will be shown there, so we'll know where the money is going. And another one is supply chain. Guys, the current counterfeiting is basically fake products. So its valuation is around $400 billion every year. That's so crazy to hear about it. And with the help of blockchain, you will be identify a product, you will have the knowledge of all the history, all the steps that's been taken in order to make that product, you know, package, transportation. Imagine from the source to the customer hand. So the customer will have all the information, and if the product has any manipulation or if the product is fake, the entity which is responsible will be easily accounted for. So that reduces risks for fake products, you know. Another one is trade. Now with the help of blockchain, even you are back home in country, you can still be able to trade and you can participate in world economy, you know, like invest your money in. Let's be honest, fiat money is an inflationary model where the value of those currencies is going to depreciate every year. So it's no point keeping a hold of it rather than investing on something for the future. I think blockchain is exactly that. To conclude this video, I want to say that blockchain doesn't only tackle these real life issues, but also it's creating a foundation for a better economy where everyone plays a part, rich, poor, educated, non-educated. The future growth is only possible when when those bad actors are neutralized, you know, to an extent, or remove them from the foot. Then we will be able to start dreaming, work hard and building, and most importantly, start creating. So for those who want to start investing in cryptocurrency, you are not investing in some shares of some company. You are investing in the blockchain technology. You are investing for the future. So I want to explain this important aspect to you in this video before you start investing. So I want to say that reflect upon why would you want to get into this. Yeah, for financial freedom, yes, maybe. For making a passive income, that's also true. But most importantly, believing in the future with the help of this amazing technology and its desperate need for our country, Nepal, you know. So with this, I want to conclude my video, and in the next video, I will explain about the different coins and tokens and what are they doing in the crypto space. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification bell button to keep updated. I'm gonna bring so many amazing information regarding blockchain and the things that you should know about it. For today, goodbye, Jai Nepal.